So for me, backstory, I grew up in a really small town. I went to a traditional Protestant church with the gold shiny offering plates. And I saw my mom put the check in every week, but I had no idea what it was, how much, what it was for, that sort of thing.
I was saved at a young age, thankfully, beautifully raised in a home where giving was important.
Fast forward, I go to college, graduate college, and I started working actually at a church. And the pledge drive came around. I pledged maybe $500, and that was it. For the year, for the year. And then out of sight, out of mind, didn't think anything of it. And then around October, I got the form letter from the church. It's like, hey, you pledged $500, it's coming near end, and you've given $0. So I was like, okay, I messed up. And so I paid like almost all 500 right then. So then I was eating a lot of ramen, beans, and rice.
I struggle with having a generous heart and a generous spirit. Like when it's time to give, I'm doing that internal mind check of having a scarcity complex or counting up the dollars or what else I could do. It's not something that I'm proud of. It's something that it's my flesh. It's what I am struggling with.
The day you lost your job, we were devastated. We were trying to distract ourselves watching TV, and then the doorbell rang. It was a neighbor from down the street who we knew. And he's like, hey, I have some coupons for free dinners. In that second, we both are like, God's gonna watch out for us. Like we're gonna be okay.
I'll even give you your first meal, literally.
Yeah.
But I got this figuratively as well. I was unemployed for 10 months, and it made no sense to keep giving. None. But I was like, no, the Lord has not released us from this. So we were faithful. At the end of the 10 months, our checking account was higher balance than when we began, and our savings were never touched. It made no sense because it was God's sense, and He can do anything.
I've heard some people say, well, if I can't give the 10%, I shouldn't give anything. Like I can't start giving till I can do that. Even though my 500 was nowhere near 10%, it was a start.
And the Holy Spirit planted then, I'm gonna ask you to give half. We very slowly, it was a journey, and we slowly incrementally increased it from 2.5% more to 5% more. And when I got a raise, we were driving home, and I said, honey, I think it's time to give more, and it's gonna hurt. But I think it's what we're asked to do. So we very slowly, it was a journey, and we slowly incrementally increased it. We live with a God who is a God of abundance.